po yung mga dapat abangan ng mga pageant?
Well, our special guest, Bamboo, will be opening our show, and then Shamcey Supsup will also be there to sing a new original song. And Miss Universe Philippines naman is known for celebrating original Pinoy music. So sana maging viral din ang ating bagong mga songs. And of course, the girls. I mean, it's something to look forward to, and of course, it's gonna be one of our biggest pageant, and it's gonna be in MOA Arena, and we hope na it's worth the wait. The 2 years that we were able to host a live pageant, and then this the 3rd year, we're really hoping na all the fans would enjoy everything from the candidates to the performers to our special guests, our hosts, our judges. So yeah.
So Shamcey, now that the coronation night is nearing, how are the girls? So where do you position them? Are they like mentally, physically, and holistically prepared for the night?
Actually, now I think they're more settled. Kasi during the time that we announced the top 50, they had a lot of challenges that they had to do on their own, with their team. Kaya nga we always highlight the teams kasi all the videos that you see, yung mga runway, casting, lahat yan kung wala ang team nila, the girls will not be able to submit something that's really amazing. But now, I think mas relax sila because they're all in a bubble. And they're shooting a lot of mga sponsor shoots, and at least ando na yung team ng Miss Universe Philippines to handle everything. And I think nakikita ko sa mga when I was there, iba yung sisterhood, helping each other out. I always told them na at the end of the competition, I hope that they make lifelong friends. Kasi it's something na, not everybody gets to experience. And to experience it with people that you enjoy being with, it's much more memorable. Kumbaga.
So now that the restrictions are slowly easing up, would you say that Miss Universe Philippines 2022 would be the biggest compared to the previous years?
Of course. Kasi the first, the 2020 pageant, we had no audience.
In Baguio City.
Yes, in Baguio Country Club, and I would tell you it's so different. Kasi kami yung sumisigaw. So nakita yung lalamunan ko kasi I wanna cheer for all the girls. Kasi me as a candidate, I know the feeling, that adrenaline rush that you get when you hear people shouting for you. Iba yung pakiramdam. But when we were doing it the first time na walang audience, we had to make up for the audience, and parang ang pakiramdam tuloy nila, parang they're just rehearsing, kumbaga. So, nalungkot din ako, but at least we were able to push through with the pageant, even though may grabe yung restrictions that time. And then the second year, we thought, COVID has ended, and we all can, go back to normal, and we have, I think it was more. Oh, actually, it wasn't supposed to be in Bohol pa. We wanted it in Metro Manila talaga. And so, it was harder the second time around because we didn't really plan to hold it out of town. It was supposed to be still in Pasay. But of course, life had different plans for us, and we're very glad that we were able to find another venue in such short notice and still be able to host the pageant and have a little bit of audience. But now, eto na, we've been planning this from the very first year of Miss Universe Philippines. We're crossing our fingers. Nothing, we don't have any more lockdowns in place in the next few weeks. Because, yes, I will say this will be the biggest. This will be the grandest. Oo, talagang. Siguro kasi, for the past 2 years, actually the first year we were supposed to invite also a few winners, and so siguro parang the frustrations for the past 2 years, we want to, this will be parang the comeback. And there were really we invited a lot, and they really wanted to come, and so So why not? Why not with Miss Universe Philippines? And even Harnas, she wanted to come to the Philippines even before we asked her to, to be part of Miss Universe the Miss Universe Philippines show. Kaya nakakatuwa lang na they're very supportive. And they know naman the pageant fans are really eager to meet them and to see them in person.
So regarding host, do you have plans inviting Catriona Gray?
Actually, we invited her. We
So-
sent her an invitation. Yeah.
So what's the outcome of
Oh,
that
let's see.
invitation?
We haven't. It's gonna be through her management. So we invited her as well.
So bali parang ano yung role niya? Parang host, guest?
No, we invited her to be to speak at the show. To have a segment, pala. For her to have a
Sana
segment.
matulog if ever.
So we'll see.
Shamcey, aside from Miss Universe Philippines, busy ka rin sa campaign.
Yes, oo.
Paano
Ito naman, ang asawa ko, very supportive as you can see. Oo. Actually, to be honest, I'm quite surprised that as long as you really put your mind to it, you can multitask and you can do everything naman without compromising your time for family, for my work. Kasi apart from this, I also have businesses that I handle. I have Miss Universe Philippines. Figure out to have the right team behind to help me with all of the other things that I have to do. And of course, my kids naman is always a priority. Kaya whenever we get home, talagang quality time with the kids. Now, the Holy Week, we'll spend more time.
Why, bakit kailangan i-hold yung part of performance ng mga
Pageant fans. Oh, as you can see, ito nga this is like an epitome of what arte really wants to push for, to develop talents, people who have passion for the arts, and the arts come in different forms, diba? Fashion design, visual arts, architecture, interior design, makeup is also an art, diba? And even the performing arts, the dance, the singers, diba? And of course, the local industries. Talagang the pandemic really made life hard for a lot of our Filipino fellow Filipinos, and Arte wants to promote, protect the Filipino talent and the Filipino local industries. Sabi ko, if you're proud that our queen wears the Philippine sash on stage and says Philippines, and we are we're applauding, are cheering for her. I hope next time it's not just for our beauty queen. Sana sa lahat ng gawang Pinoy, ganun yung pride natin, whether is it a Francis Lipiran song, or a bag, or a shoe by Jojo Bragais. Ano ba yun? I hope that we cultivate that pride again of using, promoting everything that's made in the Philippines. Yun lang talaga. If you are proud that you're a Filipino and you believe na magaling ang Pinoy, whether sa talents or sa gawa, sa mga products, then you should vote for Arte because this is the only way that we can rise up from the pandemic. If we help each other, we support each other's trabaho.
Shamcey, what are the things na the organization is currently doing para ma-ensure natin yung safety of every fight, knowing na, of course, COVID still exists?
Yes, of course. The girls are in a bubble. Every time we have an event, we have COVID testing. Not just for the girls, but all the guests who will be with them in the event. And now that they're in a bubble, we really make sure na parang every 4 days or 5 days, we get them tested just to ensure na talagang safe sila and we don't want anybody to catch any COVID or any virus. So talagang tuloy-tuloy, and we have partner naman din kasi to help us with our testing.
So yung prelims po ba, parang bukas po ba siya sa sako? Yung prelims.
The prelims kasi is going to be in a smaller venue. And so we'll check if it's gonna be enough to house maybe just a limited audience for the preliminary. But if we're gonna be selling the tickets, I have to check on it kasi limited lang yung ating mga
Kailan po ito?
audience. It's gonna be on that week, siguro 3 days before or 4 days before.
26, 27.
Mga ganun.
Dako?
Kasi pagpipirmahan muna kami para malaman natin. Mamaya nagsabi ako, tapos hindi pala, di ba? But it's a smaller venue.
Let's wait.
Let's wait, yeah.
Diba?
For
Let's
the
wait.
announcement. Parang sa tickets, ang dami nagkukulat. Ayan na. Naglabas na tayo ng ano.
Sold out na.
Parang halos
Almost.
Ako yung nabenta ng mga tickets.
Oh, thank you. Kasi talagang,
Na-miss ng tao.
oo, parang it's something that a lot of people are looking forward to. And sana, we're all gonna be there and cheer.
Happy.
And yeah, support ng
So
ating
full
pageant.
capacity po ba yung
I think we did 70%.
70%?
Yeah, but we're allowed na actually. I think with alert level 1, parang there are no restrictions na. But for us, just to be on the safe side, I think we only allowed like 70% lang capacity.
Pero last time kasi, Shams, ano nga ba to, yung volleyball, nag-100% sila.
Wow.
Actually, nung PBL, nung ano nga ba to, Premier Volleyball League, nag-100% sila. 14,000 people
Wow.
ang nanood. So, we're hoping na ganun din yung outcome ng
Sana.
Miss Universe
Sana.
Philippines,
That's our
di ba?
So, totoo po ba na parang si runway parang mahaba na yung runway sa finals? Kasi
We'll
parang
see.
Well, based sa floor, as a seat
Base,
lang.
yeah.
Well, I guess. Kasi nakita
Yeah.
naman natin kung saan upo yung ibang
VIPs.
Diba? So, hindi naman natin iiwasan kung talagang hindi naman kailangan iwasan. So, I guess, kasi gusto din natin makita yung walk ng ating girls, diba? So,
Runway talaga.
yes.
So kay Bea, parang ano yung message mo kay Bea now na parang malapit na matapos yung game?
Yeah, I was with her going here. I asked her, oh, what's your plan? She said she wants to pursue her master's degree. And so, I think Bea is really, I see myself a lot in her. Kasi we're both the type of beauty queen na hindi mahilig sa showbiz. Kumbaga, sir, you wanna be an actress ba? Sabi mo, madam, hindi ko ako,
Schooling lang, no?
umarte. Sabi niya, gusto mo niya
Nag-workshop
bumalik
pa
sa
daw siya.
school. So sabi ko, yeah, just you pursue whatever your heart feels, and you'll always be a part of the Miss Universe Philippines. And if she wants to venture into hosting or other like jobs like modeling, so we're gonna be there pa rin naman for her.
So what's the qualities that are you looking forward sa next winner ng Miss Universe Philippines?
Kasi ang winner niya, unpredictable.
Ay, ganun ba? Hindi naman. Feel yung mga
Surprise.
fans. No, kasi I always tell this. You have to see the girls in person. That's why we wanted to have this pageant, because it's different when you watch it on TV, when you see them in photos or in videos, because hindi mo makikita yung that special feeling. And Bea always had that. So when you see her, she draws your eyes to her. And you have to see the girls together. That's the only time you could say may potential itong girl. So, a lot of people are saying, oh, bakit parang dark horse? But for me, Bea has never been a dark horse. Maybe for the pageant fans, because they haven't seen her strut the runway and they haven't seen all the girls together. I'm not saying naman na parang, I also believe in destiny. Kasi, usually the top 5, anybody can represent the country. Anybody, kaya kasi naging top 5 because they were able to pass all of the challenges and all the judges, and they were able to be there in the top 5. So it's anybody's game. So anybody could compete internationally. But I also believe in destiny. Like if the stars align for you that day, then you win. So parang wala namang, I always tell the girls this na parang don't think that if you don't win the crown, it means that you did not do a good job or like you're not like worthy of the crown. It's not like that. I mean, there's only one winner. That's the hard part. That's something that you cannot change. If I can just crown all of them, I'll crown all of them, diba? Kasi you only have one crown, and sometimes destiny and luck really plays a big part. Kaya nga, may iba, diba, parang they if it's in another pageant, they become, dun sila nananalo. It's really about the right time. If it's your time, it's your time.
Is there an open talk to add some crown?
Oh no, no. Yeah, no, because when we when Miss Universe separated the Miss Universe Philippines pageant, it was really for the reason of just having one crown. So the Miss Universe Philippines is made or is formed for Miss Universe. So there's only gonna be, even if I want to get a lot of crowns, para lahat bigyan ko ng crowns, but no, we are made for Miss Universe now.
Invent your